And so she's thinking about this boy and how nice he had been, how sweet it, pronoun, how sweet it always was. Not the way someone like June would suppose, but sweet, gentle, the way it was in the movies and promised in songs. So what is it here, you think? I'm thinking sex or some, close to it. It's not actual sex. So, but the fact is she feels like she knows what that type of love is like because she's experienced, but also she's heard about it in songs and seen it in movies. So this the love that she's imagining is a very romanticized type of love, because that's the type of message you get in movies and in songs. And then as she's thinking about that's when Arnold shows up, and he's anything but the romantic ideal of love. In fact, he's like this harsh reality coming in, destroying everything. Okay, and then he shows up. He shows up. Oh my gosh! So let's just start writing about him. What about this guy? What do you know about him? He drives a gold jalopy.
What's a jalopy?
Which is just a big junky car, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever read those Archie comic books? Like Archie comics, or Archie always drives his big jalopy. It's just a big man.
Ms. Wong,
Yeah.
would June be a foil for Connie?
She possibly is, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean,
Can we
look
use
at
that
that.
for the device?
What did you say?
Can we use that for the device?
Oh yeah. You should.
Oh, look at this try hard. Oh my
This is
god.
like you are actually finding things on your own. Like, I'm sure there's some stuff here that you can find on your own. And, yeah. You don't always have to ask me. Be confident. Okay, he drives the gold jalopy. What's on this jalopy other than this bright gold? His name. Okay. Crazy name. He also makes a
Like
is there a giant dent in it?
old women. I mean, something female.
Crazy, like there's a dent and he wrote something like made by a crazy woman driver or something, like caused by it. Okay.
Done by what?
Crazy woman.
Caused by.
Done by
something
crazy
about
woman.
crazy woman.
Done by crazy woman driver. You're welcome.
And then another strange thing about UFOs. What was it? No, man.
Flying saucers.
Yeah, flying saucers. So he's talking about UFOs. So I wonder if these are just like cool sayings of the day, and he put them on his car. Because at one point, doesn't he start saying all these like what he thinks are like the cool sayings that the kids say, which is really weird. It's like if I started busting out with all the cool slang that you guys are talking about right now. You should be scared if that happens. I'm going to kill you. That's what it means. Okay. Obviously, that's in the story. Okay. Okay. Beyond the car, what does this freak look like? Because he is freakish, really freakish. He wears a wig.
He stuffs his shoes.
And he stuffs his boots, so that means he's probably short and he wants to be tall, but he stuffs his boots and he can't walk in them, so he's kind of like shaky and stuff. Okay, so that's crazy. So stuffed boots. And when he stuffs his boots, I want you to think about this. The stuffed boots, they say it makes him off balance. So think about how exactly connected to his personality that is. Like that's perfect characterization right there. Stuffed boots. Off balance. He has black hair, but it looks like a wig. I think the exact phrase was crazy like a wig, or crazy as a wig. Can you find that? It was I thought it was a simile. Crazy like, what is it? It's shaggy. It says it was shaggy, shabby black hair.
It's after he took off his glasses.
Crazy. And he wears sunglasses, right? So she can't see his eyes. Oh, so crazy. Was it crazy like a wig?
Oh, wait,
No, crazy as a wig.
As a wig. It's still a simile no matter what, but I just wanted to make sure I got it. Crazy as a wig. Okay, he wears sunglasses. But she does get to see his eyes eventually. And it was kind of creepy when she describes them. Like when she
Pale.
describes them. I think she says a little beads of light or something. Okay, so he wears sunglasses. Anything else that you remember about his face? Because there's some real, yes.
John chin and cheeks slightly darkened.
Okay. Drawn. Cheeks. Cheeks slightly darkened. And I think it was because he hadn't shaved. It looked like he hadn't shaved for a few days. Oh, also we should Like, how old is he? 30 years old?
Jaw.
What?
John, his jaw and chin.
Oh. Sorry. Jaw and cheeks. Chin. Chin?
Chin and cheeks.
Oh, so much.
There's like 3 of them.
Chin, cheeks. Sorry. Okay, he's 30 years old, but what does he want to look like? He wants to look young, right? So he wants to, trying to look like a teen. What are the clothes he's wearing? Because he's trying to fit in, right? He's trying to look like a teenage boy around that
Tight
time.
jeans that showed his buttocks and
Ooh,
thighs.
tight jeans! Ooh. Yeah, tight jeans and a white, kind of dirty shirt, a white tight shirt. Ooh, hot stuff, this guy. Right?
I imagine.
So he has his teenage boy uniform on. Boots, and he's trying to look like this teenager, but she gets a good look at him. Fine, like he comes a little closer, right? Because where is she this whole time when he's driven up? Yeah, she's right at the door, right? And she's just like trying to figure. Because when he shows up, he's so weird. He just says something like, "I ain't late, am I?" Like we had a date or something. I mean, it's a really strange way to
He's so
start,
smooth.
but here he
He's
goes.
way better than me.
Does it sound like something Dave would say?
What?
And what?
What?
Hey, let's look at 261. That whole paragraph at the bottom, towards the bottom, and then he says, "You've seen me. Didn't you see me before?" Because she did see him that night when she was with Eddie. She saw him watching her, and he's so weird. He goes, "Didn't you see me put my sign in the air when you walked by?" "What sign?" "My sign." "She drew an X in the air." Like that's me. Leaning out toward her. They were maybe 10 feet apart. After his hand fell back on his side, the X was still in the air, almost visible. Connie let the screen door close and stood perfectly still inside. So she was part way out, and then he comes closer to it and she closes the screen door. So she's still on the inside. So she's still. You have to remember they're separated by a door at this point. Okay?
A screen door.
And that seems important, right? And then Connie let the screen door close, right? Listening to the music from her radio and the boys blend together. Uh-oh. They're listening to the same radio station, and in that moment, the music, like, merges and blends. Like, her safe little world in her house, and then this crazy, dangerous, like, deadly world are combined, right? So, music seems really super important in this story, just the way that it's story. What?
Music is bad in this story.
It's really, that's right. Don't listen to bad music. This
Listen.
is like such a good cautionary tale. Don't go to drive-ins. Don't talk to creepy people.
Don't spend 3 hours eating dinner.
And then he says, he stood there so stiffly relaxed, pretending to be relaxed. So stiffly relaxed. What device is that?
Oh, oxymoron.
Oxymoron. So he's like trying so hard, like to
Ha! It was right.
pretend like he's relaxed. But think about how awkward someone who's like trying really hard to.
I said there's an oxymoron there.
Be relaxed is. Which means when it's an oxymoron, it means it's too contradictory. He has this other side, he's trying to project one thing, but there's
Why am I
something
so
else
good?
inside that is not quite relaxed, right? So, he's not true. He's not true at all.
You as ladies owe me big for this.
And then she
All of
says
you.
that she recognizes him and says, let's see, she recognized all this and also the sing-song way he talked. Uh-oh. So what does he sound like? His voice is like music. Uh-oh.
It totally reminds me of Daisy.
It does.
Except her sounded like